Hey everybody, Gary Massey, personal injury attorney here in Chattanooga, Tennessee, with another video about do I have a case? A lot of people ask us every day, do I have a case? And today we want to answer that question specifically in regard to when a car is waved through traffic. You've seen these situations, probably been involved in them, right? Where you're on Gun Barrel Road or East Brainerd Road or Hickson Pike or Dayton Boulevard or Brainerd Road, where the traffic gets backed up, right? And so sometimes one lane gets backed up from a red light or from some intersection, and then somebody's pulling from a parking lot and they want to go the opposite direction. And so they get through the right lane, and then when they get to the left lane, bam, crash happens. The general rule is you cannot pull into a lane of traffic unless you're sure the lane is clear. And so the person pulling through traffic and pulls into a lane that is clear and somebody is driving in that lane with the right of way, then the person coming from the parking lot is at fault. And so the person in the lane of travel has a case. So if you're the person in the lane of travel, you would have a case. Now, you also want to be clear and be sure that you record all of the information, because the person who's coming across may accuse the person who was sitting in the right lane of waving them through, and they told them that it was okay, and so it was okay for them to pull into that lane of travel. That's not true. Even if a person waves you through, you still have the responsibility of making sure that lane of travel is clear before you enter that lane of travel. But the person waving you through could also be at fault. And so the two people could share the responsibility. And so if you're the victim of one of these crashes, you want to make sure that you record who that person was who waved them through, get a picture of their license plate, hopefully a picture of the driver so we can prove who it was. And then they can come in and defend themselves. They'll probably say, I didn't wave them through, I just stopped, and they could go when it was clear. But there's a lot of people who say things that aren't true, and so what we do is we gather evidence to try to make sure we can prove what the truth really is. And the truth is, if you couldn't see them coming and you had the right of way and you were driving cautiously, then you have a case. Gary Massey Injury Lawyers, if you want to know if you have a case, give us a call.